Hello, I'm Trent, aka Trademark here. I'm going to show you guys how to get 2 million Chikara in Anime Fighting Simulator X. This is definitely the best way to earn yen and Chikara. It's pretty amazing. It also is going to give you champion levels overnight. It's an AFK method. It's going to require you to get tiny task or something that will allow you to actually cast abilities, but I'll show you guys one night, ladies and gentlemen, or I guess one day. It was probably about, I don't know, 16 hours, something like that. I got 2 million Chikara, about 800,000 yen, and then we got a level 50 Madara in one single night. It's amazing. So here's what you need to do. First thing that you need to do is you need an ability, a special that has a very big AoE area, okay? The easiest one I would say to actually get is the Imperfect Rinnegan. So you're gonna actually go over here to this Pain boss. So I'll go ahead and start this. Hopefully people will come in here and help me out. But basically you come in here, you're gonna kill Pain, and eventually, if you do it enough, you're going to get this Imperfect Rinnegan. And that's what you need to actually do this. You can also go for the Quake fruit. The Gura Gura fruit is going to be another option. So for Pain, if you guys haven't actually seen my other videos on this, the Pain's, you don't even need to hit him, but you're just basically going to cast all your skills a long ways away. Kill him. It's a very low chance of dropping. I think it's like a 1% chance. And the cool thing about Pain is that you can just literally go right back into it. So as soon as we start like a new run, we can basically just go right back in. You can kind of prime your big skills like this, wait for him to spawn, and then just like drop them on him all at the same time. And yeah, it's like if you have a lot of players in the game, it's actually a very quick farm to go through and do this. So that's your first job, is getting basically either the Gura fruit, which is the Quake fruit, or getting the Imperfect Rinnegan. Once you have the Rinnegan, step 2 is that you're going to go over to the sand area where Shukaku spawns, okay? So I'm going to head over here. And now you want to basically head over to this area on the, let's see, let's look at the map real fast. It's on the north side right here where the sand Jonin spawn. And you'll notice at this area, there's basically 3 units that spawn right here in this zone. I guess Alex is AFKing that right now. Alex, you're ruining the video. I'll push him back here in just a second. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to equip your Rinnegan, and you have 3 abilities, okay? The Planetary Devastation, which is like this big ability, and then you have a Push and a Pull ability. Now you can use Push and Pull for this. I'm going to push him just a little bit further away because he's still hitting me. Alex, go away. Thank you. Look at the little cute squirrel. Oh, Alex. But I'll push him back. Hopefully I'll be able to get him back his head over here. So what you want to do is you want to stand right by this palm tree, kind of up on here. You want to be at a spot where you can hit all 3 of these enemies. And then you're going to use either your Z or your X ability while you're like sitting here. Okay. Well, actually right now I'm doing push-ups because I'm not pressing the correct thing. But you get in a zone right here, and in order to one-shot the enemies, what you want to do is you want to equip some things first. So if you have these items, great. If you don't, you should still be able to do it just by leveling up Rinnegan, so you have the push and pull abilities. But the first thing I would recommend getting is the accessory for Headband. That gives you an extra 15% damage on chakra abilities. The second thing that you want to do is you want to transform into your transformation. So if you have Hamon or like your the Super Saiyan, whatever ability, if you look in your powers under durability, like any of these that give you damage to your abilities. So Hamon is the best one, and then I would say Super Saiyan is probably the second best one. It looks like Uso is the same thing as well. It's about the same. I'm not sure if all damage means, I assume that means chakra attacks, but Buso should work as well. So you transform to get that bonus. You put the headband on, and then if you do have Madara, Madara is also going to give you additional damage on your attacks. I'm actually going to switch to Whitebeard though, because I would want to level up my Whitebeard since he's not maxed out yet, or maybe even my Broly. I could use either of these because neither of them actually give me. Oh no, Whitebeard actually does give me damage to my chakra attacks. So now we've basically got the setup where we have enough damage to one-shot these guys. We have our abilities with the Rinnegan. Now we can just go stand right here and we can basically spam Z or X to basically do this. So If you had something like a keyboard, like a Logitech keyboard should be able to do this with the Logitech software where it would just spam Z and X over and over. That's great. Go ahead and do that. If you don't have something like that, like a keyboard or something that could spam Z and X to basically kill these units, then what you're going to want to do is actually get a, you're going to want to use Tiny Task. You're not going to be able to use an auto clicker for this one. So let me go ahead and load up Tiny Task real fast. Okay. So for those of you that haven't watched any of my Tiny Task videos, I'll cover just a quick tutorial on how to do it. When you first get set up, you're going to go to Preferences. Make sure your playback speed is 1x. If you want to make it faster, you can. It just depends on what loop you're trying to do. Then you need to go Preferences, Continuous Playback. And I also like to do Preferences Always on Top. That allows me to keep Tiny Task up here so it never gets hidden by roadblocks. And Continuous Playback is going to basically loop the thing that we're inputting into the commands. So the way that it works, you can also set your hotkeys if you want. I would highly suggest that you change your hotkeys because I think by default it's like Control-Shift-Alt-R and Control-Shift-Alt-P. The problem with Control in this game is it's going to put you into your flying mount, or it's going to put you into your mount because that's what Control button does in this game. So I changed my playback hotkey to F8 and then I just click the button to record. So I'm going to go up here, I'm going to click record, and then I'm going to click on the window, hit X, wait a second, wait a few seconds, then I'm going to hit Z, and then I'm just going to go ahead and stop this playing, stop the recording, okay? So now I have my recording set here. It should be set, so I can just hit F8 whenever I'm in my zone, and now it should start basically casting the abilities here, okay? So the spot that you kind of want to sit, I would say, is actually a little bit up on this hill so you don't get hit as often. And if they do hit you, you just kind of stay in the same area. So now it's basically looping right now. I shouldn't have to do anything. You can see my hands are off the keyboard. It's going to keep basically playing this back and over again. Unfortunately, my pull ability is not actually killing him. So that the pull, I would definitely want to one-shot if I'm going to use the pull ability. If not, I just want to use push because push actually does more damage. So I probably would actually stop this and re-record it just so I'm using the push because my pull right now is not strong enough to actually... So what I would do is click record, hit X a bunch of times, and then just hit record again. And now I have a loop that's just casting the push ability, which is more damage, and it's not going to pull in enemies that could actually kill me or knock me out of spot. So for now, this is what I would actually loop, and I could just overnight right now, basically sit here, and that should be enough to basically kill these units overnight. So you can see every time that I'm actually killing a unit, let me just move this a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Every time I kill 3, I earn 150 yen or something, and then I'm also earning Chikara. The Chikara didn't pop up there, so maybe I'm capped. Maybe there's actually a cap that you can earn. That would make sense because I feel like I've been at... Oh no, and there's Chikara right there. So 175 for 2. So overnight, you just get a ton of Chikara. It seems like I earned about twice as much Chikara as I did on yen. And this is literally all you have to do to get over 1 million Chikara overnight. Get a ton of yen, get tons of levels on your units, and this is basically going to allow you to get all the rare units in the game. So stay tuned. We're going to do a video probably on stream here in the next few days where we actually open as many stars as we possibly can to try and go for Nami, try and go for Boros maybe. And we're going to have a full server of people with over 1 million Chikara opening, and we're going to see how many secret units we can get with basically 20 million Chikara or whatever. We're going to have 20 people in the lobby opening, all with 1 million Chikara. So it should be fun. Hopefully you guys can utilize this to get a lot of Chikara and yen because this is a very free-to-play accessible method of actually farming. Just work on your pain rate so you can get that imperfect Rinnegan, or you can use the Quake Fruit as well. There's an ability on the Quake Fruit. I haven't gotten the Quake Fruit yet, but there's the wave ability I think that happens that's even larger radius. So you might even be able to tie in that 4th unit up there at the top and kill 4 units at once. I'm not sure. But this is basically what I would suggest you do to basically go for a lot of yen, a lot of Chikara, and then you can utilize that to get some rare units in the game. Anyways, guys, hopefully this helped you out. Mahalo, Albita. Thanks for watching. Peace. I'm out of here.